on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Florida's offense takes the field to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. On the move, it's Ball. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Hold. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
We'll give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Horn. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense...
There he goes! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. To the air. It's Lagway. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Got him downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be knocked down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Gonna have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking for room. It's Clark. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. Slithers into space. Past the first down marker and still running. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys up.
Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
51, Missouri, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it.
First down, M-I-Z.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Basco. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Give to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the right. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The sure hands, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with
running free?
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Spins away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Jones to throw. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Madison. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Handoff from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're